How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to All the Mods 4. In today's episode, we're actually going to focus on the mining side. As you know, that we've now got the mining dimension behind me there, and I've actually moved. Let me just get into my normal view here. I've actually moved the actual portal itself down the ladder, so it was up there where the P is, the little waypoint. Yeah, I've moved it down. The pack has actually updated since last episode, and there's one thing I've noticed. Now, I've died a few times, and I've still got 33 levels of experience. Now, I think that's a bug, or that's something to do with one of the configs. I did go to the grave mod. Do you know when I die, I got a gravestone and stuff like that? I went to that mod, and it turns out I think you can disable. I think it's something to do with that mod anyway, that it keeps your XP. I'm not a fan of that myself. I'm not sure if that's been fixed in this update, so if I die again and I've still got the same amount of levels, I'm going to go into the configs and I'm going to check that to false, because I don't want to keep my XP when I die, because that totally defeats the object. So as you can see, I've got my mine shaft down here, got all my nitty gritty stuff in here, it's all good. But this is a little bit tedious, guys, I'm not going to lie, when we've got mods at hand and we can make our lives easier down here. So that's what we're going to focus on today. But the first thing we need to do is make machines that are going to help us prosper, so to speak. So what I mean by that is we are actually going to focus on making kind of like furnaces, like modded furnaces, so to speak. I'm going to try and make this as easy for you guys to understand as possible, because from what I've been reading on the comments, a lot of you are quite fresh to this pack or mods in general, and you're very intrigued. I am reading your comments. I'm definitely reading your comments. I may not have replied to them, but I am reading them, and I will reply to them, as well as acknowledge them in the videos. So a lot of you are very intrigued by this, and you guys are looking forward to what this Let's Play brings. And so am I. I can't wait to see what gets added to this pack as time goes on, and I'm going to try and help you guys understand mods a little bit. So maybe if you want to play it yourself, you can play it yourself. I'm not saying that I'm a pro, because I am definitely far from that. I'm not as good as I may seem like I am. I'm actually learning as we go, and in between episodes I'm picking up new tips and tricks. I watch videos, I go into a test world and try mods out to try and learn them a little bit, and I'm going to try and help you guys to make it as beginner friendly as possible, because I myself am pretty I'm not a beginner, but I'm not like intermediate. I'm not like intermediate level. But anyway, let's crack on, because enough waffling on. So I've prepared some recipes here. This looks like just a bunch of items and ores to you guys, but this is actually recipes for each individual machine that we plan to be making in today's episode. So we're going to focus on ore doubling, and if we got time, we're going to focus on a new mining upgrade. I've got some items here. There you go. I've got some items on the left hand side. This is my bookmarks. I can get rid of them if I wanted to, but mainly it's about making mining easier. And the first thing I want to focus on is this diamond divining rod. So all we need is a couple of diamonds. It's fairly cheap, but for us not so much, because we've only got 2 diamonds as it is. But trust me, this is going to... Actually, no. That's part of the recipe there. So as you can see, I've put the recipe ingredients to one side. So if you're playing modded and you want to know how to get this bit up really quick, you just go over it and press R for recipe, and then you will get the recipe for it. This little cross box means that if you click that, you have the ingredients in your inventory. So if you've got the ingredients on you, all you got to do, if this lights up, you're good. Just click it, and there's your crafting bench. So there's your crafting bench. You have to literally activate the crafting bench, then press R on that, and then click the plus, because otherwise it won't work. So if I aim away and then try and do that, that doesn't light up, because recipe is too large to craft in the 2x2 player crafting grid. So we have to be accessing the crafting table, and then it will light up. That's what I'm trying to get at. So we're going to make this diamond divining rod. You can actually make quite a few depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking for coal, you can make a coal one, iron, and so on. These are all the vanilla stuff. Gold, lapis, redstone, emerald. Emerald would be good. That must be, I don't know what that is. That's changing color. In all fairness, that could be anything. Or is that, what does that do? That one looks special. That might actually pick up all of them. In all fairness, I got a feeling that will do all of them. So because you got to have all the divining rods in a slime ball. So yeah, you kind of sticking the divining rods together. But this divining rod should help us out when we mine. So let's go mining. This is the diamond one because I need more diamonds, 100% to make this work. So I'm hoping this will work. I think it's if you have it in your offhand, we should start seeing. I know for a fact there's diamond around. I found diamond. I can't remember what corridor they were, but I've found a couple of veins of diamonds, guys, and I'm not lying. I've deliberately left them so that I can show you this divining rod. This divining rod will be really helpful for when you're mining. I'm hoping this is going to work. I think this creeper's still down here, and it is confirmed that mobs can actually spawn in this dimension. Maybe not above ground, but that got me thinking actually. That got me thinking maybe we should make a mob grinder above ground, because it would be like on a sky block, right? Because everything's lit up there. We'll light this up a little bit better so that it will focus all the mob drops up there. We can make all sorts of mob farms up there. Who needs a spawner? Okay, so there's the diamonds I was on about. So can you see the little blue squares, the diamond color squares there glowing? That will give you an indication of where diamonds are. Now it doesn't look like there's any more close by. I can just take this a little second. I'm going to crank my volumes up a little bit more. I feel like they're a little bit low. No, wrong one. Music and sounds. Volume, yeah, I'm going to put that up to 60%. That's way low. I don't know why that's so low. But yeah, so this divining rod will help you on your travels. You just need a spider eye, some sticks, and a couple of diamonds, and you are set. Look at that. Can we put this in our hotbar? So you can put it in your hotbar. What about in our inventory? So it doesn't matter where you've got it. You can literally put it anywhere that you want. You can just keep it as long as you've got it. Oh, hang on a minute. No. Okay. You've got to have it in the hotbar. Does it take a second or two? Yeah, there we go. So the cubes get bigger when you've activated it. Oh, they fade out. Okay. So offhand still works. Yeah. So it can be in your offhand, your hotbar, but not in your inventory. I thought, wow, that even works there. That's good. So yeah, hotbar or there, and there we go. We don't even have the right pickaxe. Let me just deal with that. Do you know what? We're actually going to quickly sleep, and I'm going to make a copper pickaxe if I can. I think I can. Where's all my drip gems? 3. Let's grab some sticks here. We got some sticks. Oh yeah, we got plenty there. Right, so let's see if we can make a copper pickaxe. I'm pretty sure it's a thing. There we go. I'm not really sure if that is diamond level in all fairness. Let's have a quick look. Will that mine diamonds? Where were they? Down here, I think. No. So it's not quite iron level. So that's good to know. So as cool as it looks, it's practically a stone pickaxe. I'm gonna go and get a iron one if I can. Right, so what I want to do is I want to just grab these diamonds real quick. See what I mean? That divining rod, yeah, it costs you a couple of diamonds, but it can help you find more in the process. So I'm gonna put that in my offhand for a minute and see if don't worry, I'm not gonna worry about that too much because I want to achieve some stuff. Is there anything close to me here? No, there's nothing there. What about if we... I'll just pick that up. Damn it. What about if I walk down here? Oh. Yeah, so I deliberately found these, as you can see. So what we got to do is just tunnel towards them. There's a couple more here. Or is there not? No. It takes a while to disappear, but I'll take it. It's a lot easier to find diamonds this way. I mean, we've got 7 diamonds out of that. I'm not really sure if that's going to cut what I want to do today. I'm pretty sure it will help nonetheless. I kind of want to just upgrade everything I can to do with mining first before I go any down any other route. I'm not sure if there's any diamonds kicking around here. Can we like right click with it? I don't... Oh, hang on, there's some down there. You gotta be like... You gotta keep your eyes open. Do we have to have it in our offhand then? They're not showing now. Yeah, you gotta have it in your offhand then. 100%. Let me put it in my hotbar and dig down and see if they disappear. Because I thought you could have it on your hotbar. Clearly not. You have to have it in your offhand. And then it will work. I have no torches. So there you go. This is going to help you 100 times over to get your diamonds. Because it is already working for me. Nice. Just going to quickly grab these. But just bear in mind, it doesn't update instantly. It gradually appears and disappears. We've got enough diamonds now. We've got 12 diamonds. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to build what I want to build. I'm hoping it is. I mean, I'm kind of really trying to keep a lookout. But it's hard. It's hard to judge because I don't know if I'm walking too fast or what. I mean, surely there's more diamonds than what I'm seeing. Whatever's. You get the idea. Oh, hello. There's only one down there. No, there's not. There's more. So there's a range on it as well. What's this from? Random things. I don't know if you can get a better range on these things. They've got like... There's not... You got to be really close to find them. Like super close. To find diamonds. But... Kind of OP, but... Oh, what's that? Tungsten. I'll take that. Right, let's get out of here. Cover that up real quick. In fact, I don't have torches on me. So there we go. That is good. That is so nice to have. So nice to have. Right, so let's put this in our mining chest then. Along with the tungsten, along with you. I found out... You remember last episode we made... This guy, this strainer, which fishes for you. We managed to get the bait. So I found a really good way of getting the worms. So all you do is get a stick, right, and a normal brick, and you make this garden trowel, right? And then what you do is if we hover over it and hold shift, it says chance to find bait. Dirt and grass is 25%, but farmland's 50%. So farmland being the best one, we're just going to do this. And we're just going to till the soil here and then dig with the trowel. And then we should start getting some worms pretty frequently. So if you want to get your bait really quick, that's how you do it. Which I found is the best way. There's probably a way of automating this. Then you just place down your dirt again, rinse and repeat. And then all you got to do is you can then plonk this back in there. And this bait plot basically stops these from having one use. So basically this is unbreaking for worms if you look at it like that. And this is all the loot I've got so far over time. Not a great deal. I'll put that bone in there. Not a great deal, but still all the same pretty good. And also, I found that if you just cook the fish like normal, so I've made a smoker. If I just cook the fish like normal, I get 2.5 out of one fish, right? So 2.5 food chunks out of one fish. But if I go ahead and grab this fillet knife, and before you cook it, you chop one up, right? You get 4 raw fish fillets, okay? Now, what we're going to do is, they don't, unfortunately, work in the smoker, which is a shame. But maybe that will be updated in the near future. But let's just see how better... So that's one cooked cod. That's the vanilla method. If we chop it up using the aquaculture 2, that's already giving us 2. So technically, 2 of these is the equivalent of the saturation of one cooked fish. So we're getting twice as much saturation and hunger fulfilled than a normal fish, which is really good to have. So I'm just gonna go mad with the fillets, and I'm just gonna plonk them all in there, because that is the way forward. 100%. Right, so anyway, let's press on with our mining upgrade. So this isn't mining up as such. What we're going to do first is we're going to make this coal generator. This coal generator is kind of what it sounds like. It's a generator, basically, that it's going to provide power. Now in Minecraft, you got redstone power, which is kind of vanilla's electricity. This is kind of going to generate a form of electricity. Typically RF in modded Minecraft, but I'm not so sure with this mod. We're definitely going to make this coal generator. Now, you're going to look at these recipes and freak out, because you're going to go, what's that, what's that, what's that? It's going to look complicated, but guys, it's really not. All you got to do when you're playing is just do it step by step and craft each component separately. The trickier thing is knowing what the block actually can do. So we're going to make this coal generator. So I'm pretty sure it's this lot here. So I've got the ingredients already, I think. No, what are we missing? Okay, we're missing these 2 here. So refined iron, we're missing refined iron, because when I hover over this plus sign, it's the things that I'm missing are glowing red, and it's the machine frame and the refined iron. So what I want to do then is I want to quickly cook some iron, because I know that if I look at the recipe again and press R for recipe, how do I get that, basically? If you go to smelting at the top here, it tells you that by cooking iron, it will give you the refined iron ingot. That's good. Right, so the other missing component is this stone machine frame, which is fairly simple. Bit of iron, smooth stone, and some glass. And then I've got them already, and I just need to click the plus, and it's going to prepare the recipe for me, and then I'm going to just hit the collect button and just take it from the crafting table, which is pretty good. So that's pretty much done then. So with those 2 missing components, I've already got copper. You know how to get copper. You get that from the earth, and you get iron from the earth, as you know, and obviously cobblestone. If you notice that the copper is changing, that doesn't matter. If you hold shift and then use your middle mouse wheel, you can manually change it to whatever you want. If there's if you see it basically changing, that means you can use any combination of those items. So you can use infused, mossy cobblestone, whatever, right? As long as it's one of them, it will basically mean that you can craft this recipe. Long story short, just look for the plus sign glowing up and you're done. So let's have a quick sleeps. Like I say, if you guys have got any questions or even any tips, just get it in the comments section. That'd be most appreciated, because I want to kind of do this for the long haul, and the more I understand, the better. Also, remember I was growing hemp? Yeah, well, let me show you something. Hemp is really good for another thing. And where is my bone meal? All my bones. I got bones. Anyway, long story short, if I can find... Have I got any left? No. Anyway, so if we type in hemp, for example, and press R for recipe. R for recipe. R for recipe. Use. Okay, if we press U then for uses, what's the use for that? I don't know why it's done it like that. It's a bit confusing. But you can see that 2 hemps gives you string. I don't know what that does from Druidcraft. But yeah, it's a good way of getting string. Hemp you can get just by bashing grass. Grass basically will give you hemp seeds, I'm pretty sure. It's a little bit long-winded if there's no sheep around, but it works all the same. It's a really good trick if you are struggling for the sheep there. Right, what were we waiting for? Nothing. We've got the coal generator. So let me just grab some blocks because I kind of want to put them. Oh no, I can't put them there. For now, let's just put them here, I guess. So I'm just going to plonk it there. No particular reason. I wanted to plonk it here, but that's going to be taking up that block. And I want 3 wide, and you'll see why in a minute. So this is our power source. This is where the magic's going to happen. The generator, you put coal in here, or any. Can we just put coal? It has to be coal. Yeah, not any combustible. And there's FE. I don't know what FE stands for, but it can hold 10,000 FE. Let's just say that's electric or power. Let's just call it power, right? So what we want to do is grab some coal and stick that on there. Redstone mode ignored. So basically, if you enable it, you can add redstone like levers and torches to it to manipulate when it goes on and off. But that, for the best part, is now generated the power that we need. That's already filled up, and this doesn't seem to be burning down. So that's cool. The next thing we want to be making, because this on its own is meh, rubbish, but this is going to make the other couple of machines work. We want to make definitely an alloy smelter, but let's make a basic crusher first. Now it's pretty much what it says. It crushes. What is it? So smooth stone. This is the thing that. Oh no, we can't make the crusher first because this is gonna be our little hurdle. So we're gonna make the basic alloy smelter first. So basically, what the alloy smelter does, we're gonna need to. I think we're gonna need to cook some of you, right? Yeah. So we're gonna need to cook some of these guys. So what we got is tin, 3 copper, and 1 iron. We're just gonna cook all that up. That's because this is what the recipe is. We've got some bricks here already. We need another machine frame. I think we should be able to craft that right now, which is glass, smooth stone, because we've made one before, and a bit of iron, which what we're waiting on now. So let's just do that. So now we've got those ingredients already. I went and got these ahead of time, guys. So you know, try not to get too confused. I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for you guys. So that's that done. We need to cook you guys. Yeah, that's not using any more. Once it's full up, it will stop generating any more power and store the rest. My question is, if I break this, will it reset? Or will it keep the power? Yes, it resets. So bear that in mind, guys, when you when you need to move it. Because we can't do the whole sneak and shift and click. It doesn't work like it did in AlphaCraft. Okay, so we now cooked the tin. We now need to cook the copper. This alloy smelter, basically, I think in the simplest way of explaining it, because it will get confusing. Even some of the machines on Modpacks I do not understand myself, but I don't understand why they're named the way they are. But this one will, let's say they will melt metals to mix them up to make new ones, like new metals, right? So that's that. I think that's pretty much everything we need. So now we've got everything we need. But bearing in mind, it is switching between different materials. Any one of them will work, and we can literally take that, and then we can put the alloy smelter there. It doesn't really matter. As you can see, that's already got power, and that's suffered a little bit from that, so it's recharging because all that power has gone into the next block. Now we can put these blocks on any side, and as long as it's connected literally next to the generator, this block will receive power. So I can put it here, I can put it here, put it here, put it here. Same goes for this next one that we're going to craft, which is the basic crusher. However, we are missing bronze. So I'm guessing this is it, the basic crusher. We need that machine frame, so again we're going to go straight for that one first. I don't have iron, so let's get cooking on the iron real fast. But yeah, so we need this to make the bronze. Okay, this is what's going to happen. So if we go crusher, if we press R for recipe on that, as you can see, it says alloy smelting, and we need any combination of dust, ingots, or whatever chunks. So we need 3 copper and 1 dust to make that into bronze. So that's what I mean by mixing metals, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to melt them down into a new one. So that's the plan with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cook up all of this, and I'll BRBs. Okay, so remember this bauxite ore? Yeah, it turns into aluminium. I don't know how that works. Maybe it's just another name for it or something. I don't know. It's the same mod. So yeah, we're going to definitely need aluminium because that is part of the crusher recipe. I'm pretty sure we've got everything now apart from bronze ingot, which once again, to get that, we're going to need to go to alloy smelting, and we need 3 copper. It can be ingots, dust, or chunks, which we're going to do. And I'm going to... Oh, I got a drown there. He's gonna try and get me. I can't sleep. I'm trying to crack on with this episode because I feel like it's getting towards the 30-minute mark. It might go over this one. I don't know. Oh, go away. It might go over. I also read... I mentioned about mining actually, and in the comments recently at the time of the recording, a couple of you don't mind me mining actually. You don't mind the mining trips, because especially if it's caving. Not so much branch mining. Branch mining is boring. Don't get me wrong. This is why I'm making it exciting. But still, you won't be seeing much of it on camera. Right, we got all of that now. So what we need to do now is we need to grab. So 1, 2, 3 of you. So it's 3 copper to 1 tin. Okay. So if we put this in here, it should activate a recipe and start cooking. It's not very fast, guys. It's just a basic. These are basic machines. If you make the next ones, which are more expensive, a little bit more expensive, you can actually make these a little bit faster. But that should give us 4 ingots. Yeah, there we go. 4 bronze ingots, which is plenty. So now all we've got to do is go to the basic crusher, and we still don't have you. We don't have this machine frame, but now we should do it. There we go. It's now highlighted. We've now got all of the components. So like I say, don't worry too much about what I'm trying to craft here to make this component, but just when you're playing this, just focus on each component one by one. And the main thing is this end result here. A lot of the recipe crafting when I'm recording kind of just wastes time. So what we're going to do is put this next to it because we want it to be powered by this generator. This generator is now powering both blocks. And what this will do, this is beautiful, guys. This will double our ore income. So we got six gold. Actually, yeah, we'll go for gold. If we put 1 in here, for example, I'm just going to show you. This is basically ore doubling, and I think later on we can quintuple ore. So we get 4 times the amount per ore, which is crazy amount. I don't even know why you would need that much, but anyway, it is what it is. So that should turn into these gold ore chunks, which when cooked, we need to get something a little bit faster. It gives us 2 chunks, and actually I take one out, and 1 chunk should give us 1 ingot. So every ore we can get 2 ingots for the price of 1 ore. See, pretty cool. So yeah, that's that done. Another thing I wouldn't mind getting is this one here, electric furnace. So the only crazy component right now is redstone alloy ingot. Because it says alloy, that means that we've got to mix some iron with 4 redstone. Okay, so I'm going to grab all of these because that's partly what we need. Let's just cook you a minute. And so we need 1 of you. And then when we and 4 redstone, as soon as we put the 4th one in, it will start doing its stuff and make the new shiny red ingot that we want. The redstone alloy. It looks really cool. That is nice and bright red. It looks like it's that bar of that ingot metal bar looks. Oh, wrong one. Looks like it's got power inside that bar. There we go. We got 2. So how many do we need? Well, we need 2. So what about we need this? Okay, so I've made some nuggets. In fact, we probably could do with another bunch of redstone alloy, this stuff. So another 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. But in the meantime, we will craft this redstone circuit. I'll do that again for you. This circuit board, because you know it probably needs circuitry to work. I don't know, whatevs. But we've got the components to make that component. It's basically recipe hoops. That's all you're doing. You're jumping through recipe hoops. That's pretty much the simplest way I can put it. And then once you've jumped those hoops, you can craft whatever you want. And what are we missing? 1 more iron. Not anymore. So we've now got all the components because I've already made smooth stone, just to save a little bit of time. Otherwise, this would have been about an hour's worth of thing. So now you can see that cooking. Can you see that? This coal generator has now lost all its power because it's now feeding this machine here. So not all of this is probably going to struggle to cope with all 3 if they were constantly going, but because only 1 of them at a time are pretty much going, this one generator should keep up. If you wanted to, you could put another generator here, wherever, as long as it's connecting. There is power pipes that you can make, or power cables, but that's not for right now. We're going to keep it basic, and to me this is beautiful. We're going to get rid of these by pressing A. If you want to bookmark something, press A and it will go over to the left for later. But if you want to get rid of it, press A again. We've done all these. These are good. These will go in. I'm going to try and work towards these another time because this episode is dragging right on. So what are we looking at here? Right, electric furnace. So this should be faster than a normal furnace. So what we're going to do then is quickly crush some gold, just because. And once this is crushed, I will come back to you, I think, because you don't want to watch this go up 5 times. So there we go. We've now got 10 ore chunks, gold chunks there. And now we're just going to put it in the furnace. Oh yeah, that is fast. Check that out. That is pretty good. Doesn't use a lot of power, but then again, this is probably giving it power and this is taking it, so it's kind of the same kind of power consumption, I guess. But that is one way to do it. I wish this crushers. I mean, is there another crusher? Yeah, we got the basic crusher, and we could have totally made that. That's the basic one. Yeah, this would have gone faster, but whatever. I'll probably make the upgrade off camera, in all fairness, because yeah, it's not that bad, but this episode's already running a little bit longer than I want it to. I wanted to get a little bit further than I am now, but I'm trying to explain to you guys so you kind of get the gist of these basic mechanics here. But yeah, I'm happy with that. That is really good. That's going to make ore processing that little bit better. And as you can see, we've still got a bunch here. Just going to grab some of this, get it in the crusher, and then just cook it up. That's really cool. That's really cool. I mean, we could do some basic automation. I mean, if you wanted to, you could hook hoppers up to it and then do it that way if you wanted to. Keep to what you know. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for today, guys. So next episode, I want to definitely focus on a little bit more mining. But there's a couple of other tricks that are on my hotbar here. I probably won't do this one. I want to do the Ender Farmer's Lead. That's really good to have. And the market. The market's going to be another thing. Basically, the market is going to be a way of avoiding me leaving this island anytime soon, because for like some basic materials, and you'll see why in the next episode. But hopefully this makes sense. If you've got any questions, let me know. Just let me know what you think so far of this Let's Play. If are you liking it and stuff. As long as you guys are enjoying it, I'm enjoying it. And until next time, I'll see you then. Take it easy.